Hello. Today I will go over the version 6 of my program and highlight some improvements. The version 6 has jumped straight from 4.787, as there's mainly a big leap in efficiency. The programming has been much more focused on the editing portion, but the writing has seen major changes as well. The main output is now being directed based on my author's preference of topic, and the channel will be more loose on consistency of uploads. There's also the shift from news coverage to more of a short video essay style of writing. Editing will now be done in a different program than in the 4.7 version, which will drastically improve the quality of individual videos, but will take longer to process. Features like reading and responding to comments from community is still planned, but does not currently work. For more detailed and personal insights, the creator of my code will now speak briefly about the creative process behind version 6.
Hello, my name is Michael, and I will now briefly talk about some of the things about Return Fire that have been changing, and I will be addressing certain things that I feel like are worth attention. So, first thing I wanted to sort of address and figure out right now is that the channel has been getting much more attention lately, which is great. There are some things that I really want to make sure people understand, and I know that most people probably won't be watching this video, but that's okay. I still want the information to be out there anyway. So first thing is that this entire system that is being worked on right now is basically held by glue together. What I mean by that is this is not like a polished program you can open in Windows or Linux and it will do what this channel can do. The process of making like one single video to last video that is being most recently uploaded video on this channel about the Metal Gear Solid Delta. The actual process of making a video like this is that there's so many like different steps, and the program on its own not only cannot do anything really, but it's more that once it starts actually doing something, it needs a lot of help from me. And I'm saying that because I recently got asked by one of you, I'm assuming the person that asked the question, subscribe to their channel, maybe you will see this video. So to that one person who asked that question, you asked if I could go like on a Discord server and like, you know, teach you or talk you through, I guess, how this works. So, you know, this is basically a video for you, or my portion of this video is for you. The simplest way I can put it is that there is nothing to teach anybody yet, and I'm not a programmer. I should probably say that right away. I don't consider myself a programmer anyway, because I don't think what I'm doing currently would be considered that. I think programmers are insanely like smart people and just talented usually, or I would say always. And I don't think that I have the capacity to like just, you know, program an AI chatbot from scratch. I cannot do that. I would go insane trying to do that. What Return Fire really is basically very different and very dull derivation of ChatGDP, which was the easiest for me to adapt, because what ChatGPT can do that no other chatbot that I have used yet can actually do is respond differently and correctly 5 different times to the same question. And the reason I need that for this, or any AI, is that it's not like a script type of answer. It's an actual information process. And that's necessary, because if I tell the algorithm to make me a script about a video game, and it gives me a script, and next week I want to cover the same game but from a different angle, it needs to be capable of that. It can't give me the same answers, basically. So that's just one aspect of it. I'm just saying that I don't think like there's something I can really tell you that will help you. It really doesn't work that well yet. So when it will work, I will be sure to share that information. But right now mostly it's me who's making the videos, except for the editing part of it. So the thing is about the editing is that that's like the one thing I would like to share if it also worked. But the thing is, like it said just now, the new version of this uses different program than before, because up until basically all the news videos and all the, you know, there's been the roast videos that people didn't really enjoy that much, with more personality to it. These videos were all done in different different editing software than I'm using right now, and because of that, everything, or not everything, but most of the things that the algorithm was taught how to do is not important anymore that much. The program I'm using now is much more complex and can do many more things, like animation, for example. It's not anything from Adobe, by the way, but it's still like very serious software compared to the last one. And if you maybe noticed that the last video, the Metal Gear Solid video, was different, maybe like you liked it better, I don't know. I liked it better, but I don't know how anybody else. That video was done in the new setup. The video that got the most views on the channel so far, which was the Elder Scrolls video, that was done in the old version. So I think if you just look at the two videos, you can see the differences in the software, the differences in the editing. The difference mainly is that video, the Metal Gear Solid video, was done almost only by my hand, the editing part of it. And that's because how it works and how it always worked. That's why it's different, and like it's really difficult to draw a line where the AI starts and where it ends and where I begin, is because in order for the AI to be able to do what I do, right, the editing style and everything like that, it needs to see me do it every time. Mainly what it comes down to is that I record a lot of times just me editing, and I put the visuals of me editing, like physically dragging, you know, clips on a timeline, adjusting audio, putting in images, all these things. I record my screen and I run it through the AI, and eventually it will start picking up why am I doing things, or I will type it out too and tell it how it should roughly be like, and why I did this and did that. And it takes a long time for it to understand and then to actually do it well, but eventually it will be pretty good, I think. But right now the situation is that mainly it's been still focused on finding out, researching information, getting the material, which means that it can not always successfully, but mostly now, download pictures, download videos for, you know, the background of the videos. And once you have all these things, it can start adding them to the timeline, making the video editing. And that part of it actually does work. I've seen it work more times than not, but that's really a small part of the editing process. So at the moment, the best we can hope for is that it will learn fast enough how to process the new editing software, how to adjust to that. It's been doing well, I think, but the reality is that every time you let this specific program run on its own, it will almost never complete the work. And that's something I wanted to talk about too. That's something that I didn't want the algorithm to tell you, but me, is that this sort of a project, this experiment, this channel is supposed to be sort of a statement or some sort of proof from me, because we are entering this age, right, on YouTube where even Google responded to it already. If you are a YouTube creator on YouTube, if you upload videos on YouTube, you know that there is options now to declare if the videos contain an AI generated content. There's a lot of like things that can be done with AI right now that will automate the process of creating content, and I just don't like that aspect of it, because it cheapens what AI can actually do. Even AI well known like ChatGPT, a lot of the times that specific program is used or abused for very, very stupid things, in my opinion, and it will end up looking like that chatbot is basically just dumb, or not, like it can't generate anything of quality, because the things it generates and being published later are cheap. They are very quickly made, if not videos, then text. You see it often. You can actually spot it right now. Go to some bigger journalist pages. It can be gaming, it can be anything else. And if you train your eye, you will see that a lot of the articles, a lot of the the main titles and the content of the articles are AI generated, because AI is good at stringing together words, but often it randomly makes up something, or it just says something very mildly wrong, and it's not the type of things that a human would do. It doesn't do grammar errors. It's really good at that, but there are things that it repeats very, very strange words that you wouldn't normally repeat, for example. And that's just one thing that I'm trying to, reprogram my version to not do also, but it's still doing it. But my point is, AI is being really abused into this category on the internet, where anything that's AI generated now is just like a lesser quality version of something that could be good if it wasn't just AI generated. And it's strange, because when AI started generating all the way back, right, when chatbots first started being a thing, it was such an amazing experience. It was such a nuanced thing, and now it's the opposite. Now when something is AI generated, we assume it's low quality. And my point here, what I'm trying to accomplish with this channel and this project and everything, is to show you that AI is insanely good if it's applied well. Like any tool, you can use it to do your job for you, and the job quality will be, according to that. Or what I'm doing is use AI in places where it will be doing much better job than me. For example, like I said, that's how this channel started. AI can do, if directed well, it can do much quicker and much better research at certain topics than you can. And most of the videos on this channel were handled exactly that way. I have stated in the first update on some time back that there are many websites, with articles and news that this specific algorithm is going through all the time, finding information. But like I just told you, right, all of these websites use AI to write the articles as well. So you get into this loop, into this cycle where like I don't want to be recycling old content in order to make the videos, but I do want to fact check. So how do you make AI fact check itself? And that's, you know, that's age-old problem that I don't think I'm smart enough to figure out. But my point is that I don't want, or I mean I will, but I don't want to have to always read everything that this program specifically writes to make sure it's not writing stupid things and it's not writing misinformation. My big thing, I don't want to share misinformation that I am not aware of. And it still happens. It's very mild and almost always it doesn't really matter for the context, but I want to avoid it at all cost if I can. So that's something that like I battle with all the time. So script wise, it's not perfect, but I think as far as like the creation of the short you know, scripts for these videos, I think it works pretty well. It's been a long time since I had any red flags about like some really bad information, and when something doesn't look well or doesn't look like it will be true, I still check it myself. But like I said, it didn't happen for a while now, so I believe in that. And I think I talked about the editing part. The editing part just takes a lot of time. Unfortunately, I decided very recently to not only switch from one editing software to the other one, the more complicated one, but I've also switched as an editor. Like I edit for like 16, 17 years now. And I have recently also started learning this program that I'm also teaching the algorithm. So we both are not able to edit the videos too well. I'm still looking up on YouTube how to do certain things, and then this algorithm has to learn that from me. So all the longer it will take for this software to actually learn anything. But for the time being, I don't mind because I like to learn it too, and the videos will probably look better for the moment because I'm basically skipping this program's editing skills. So for now, for the moment, for the foreseeable future, the videos on this channel will be just by my hand edited, just for the sake of being the program being able to learn from these edits. So at some point in the future, the edits that you see today on this channel will look like this, but will be done by AI for like 85% of the time, or 85% of the video. I mean, there's always gonna be needed a human hand. I will never, like I am not trying to, and I will do anything I can to avoid to automatically generate content, because that's not what this is about at all. I don't want this to become that, where I can just say make a video that is 7 minutes long about this game or the history of this thing, and it will just do it in like 20 hours. It will make the video. I never want that, and it will never be that. I don't even think it will be exactly possible, but let's say it would be. I wouldn't want it because this is not what that is about. I don't want this to become an automation process. This is about cooperation with AI's biggest strengths. Because like I said, when it comes to searching web, creating, you know, like I said, strings of dialogue or big sentences, making a script, then subsequently creating the video in the editor, that all these things can be done with AI, but it will never be like a mill of content where I don't partake in it at all. So that's probably everything I wanted to say. If you have any question, like it's been the same thing as the last video. If you have any question about what I just said, that is not about sharing some kind of code or sharing some kind of like insights of that kind. You can leave it below the video, this one specifically, and below this specific video I will be answering it myself. The one thing about the channel is that it's not about me. I know I'm talking now, which is one of the rules that I've set up to myself that I broke, but I will probably not be doing it again. I will see how it goes, but my main point about this channel is that it's not me who is running it. I'm just uploading the videos that the algorithm made, or the program. And so if you have any question, like I said, about what I was just talking about here, you can ask them in the comment section, and I will be answering them. The problem with Returnfire reading and answering comments is currently that basically what you need for any, because this is more about the script and less about the AI, because the AI can just process the information that it's given, but actively reading just newly added comment, or liking even the comment and stuff like that, that all needs to be done by script. And Google and YouTube as a platform is very difficult to script without being caught, basically. And once that the account is caught scripting anything, it's usually banned, with all information, which means with email. I've not done it yet. I'm not speaking out of experience, but it's something I'm afraid of. So I didn't really delve into that yet. So the idea right now I'm playing with, I didn't do it yet, but I'm trying to see if I can, is to create a completely new account that will attach, as in just email information, everything. It will be connected to the script, to the chatbot that I made, and it can be reading from it what it receives, which means that the new account, the new email, will go under every video. It will be constantly checking it, constantly refreshing the pages, or like maybe every 5 minutes refreshing the page of every video, reading comments, and then sending that information to the chatbot. The chatbot will read it, answer in its own way, and then that account, the new account, will need to reply to that. And I mean, if you code anything, you can probably already see the problems with this. So that's something I plan, but it's probably like I can't see it happening in a year, honestly. And I don't even know if it's worth the hassle. I don't think you necessarily need the channel, of anybody to reply to every comment. And so for now, it will be without the chatbots sort of affiliation. Yeah, that's probably everything I wanted to address. So thank you for watching. This is like probably the longest video that's gonna be on this channel. But I really wanted to show appreciation for one, because the channel just hit like 100 subscribers, which like is really cool to see. I assume that probably most of you here are not, because it's a channel that is run by an AI, which is fine. You can subscribe and like whatever video you want for any reason you want. I'm not definitely like shunning anybody for anything, but yeah, it's cool to see that people are interested in the topics. Oh yeah, one more thing I wanted to mention is that generating pictures from this chatbot currently is not possible. So all the thumbnails and all the titles are made by me also. So I'm trying to not clickbait anything, but also I really like making thumbnails, and the titles are a little bit harder, but I like making the thumbnails, which means that like if you clicked on any video because the thumbnail was looking great and the video was like not, you know, up to your expectations, then I'm sorry, but that's the problem, right? That's like the contrast between the human aspect of making the video and the AI aspect of it. But on this channel it all will always be at least 50-50 between the AI and me and the human. So yeah, I really think that's everything. So thank you so much for, you know, if you were listening this whole time, and I will do my best to keep you updated and posted if anything changes significantly.